Thanks for joining me again. This is your crypto news for May 14th, 2021. Let's take a look at what's going on in the markets. Bitcoin still around that $50,000 mark. Ethereum coming back up to just over $4,000. Binance, again, staying in that same trend of the $600 mark. Now, number 4 here, we have Dogecoin, which is up a lot, actually 40% over the last 24 hours at 55 cents, almost 56 cents here. I'll explain exactly what's going on with Doge in just a minute, but 2 of the other coins that I want to highlight here is ADA, and the other one is DOT. So Polkadot and Cardano, both of these are bound to just take off and skyrocket. You can see that they've been continually rising over the last few days, and I think that this trend is just going to keep going. They're direct competitors with the Ethereum network. I think there's a great future for both of these coins, and I'm going to explain a little bit more in depth as far as how to maximize your gains inside of both of these coins, because it's great if you're investing in this, ADA and DOT. But within those 2 platforms, there are specific projects that you might be able to take advantage of because they are going to be booming. And some of them have already been taken off, and I want to highlight some of those later on. I'll make sure to cover that in another video, but let's take a look at Doge. Like I was saying, what exactly happened? So here's a tweet from Elon, once again, playing with our money. He just said that he was working with the developers for Doge, and it sent people into a buying frenzy. The tweet was sent out at 3:45, and if you take a look at the chart here for Doge, you see how it just spiked right after that announcement, and you see a second spike there a little bit later on. That usually happens when it actually hits the news, because there's a little bit of delay between tweets and actually making it somewhere, making it on NBC or anywhere else as people might be getting their news. So I highly recommend following people on Twitter. That's how you're going to get the most up-to-date news as far as what's going on. But you can see that it just sent the coin skyrocketing there. Looking at the specific number, you're looking at 42% gains over a 24-hour period. That's pretty good. I don't know, what kind of savings account you got going on, but 40% in 24 hours, I don't think anybody can beat that. So this is something that we're going to continue to watch. A lot of people were expecting ADA to be the replacement for Bitcoin. It just made people assume that Tesla is going to be accepting Doge next, and that's just it, and people buy. That caused other coins to crash a little bit because a lot of people don't necessarily have the funds to be able to buy more and more and more and more. They're actually selling some other coins to be able to buy Doge and make these prices go up. So this is always an opportunity, in my opinion, for you to get in at a lower price with other coins that are very promising, that you can actually expect a good return regardless of what's being tweeted out. Elon followed up 45 minutes later with this little number here, saying, as always, don't panic. He's gotten a lot of slack for not accepting Bitcoin. People are looking into why he's doing this. It's definitely a Doge pump. I don't know exactly what his personal portfolio looks like as far as Doge goes, but this is a very easy way for someone that has a lot of money to make a lot of money. But regardless, we'll see what's going to be coming up here. A lot of people dropped ADA and DOT because those are 2 contenders that a lot of people expected Tesla to kind of take on as the replacement for Bitcoin, at least temporarily, because everybody believes that they're going to take Bitcoin in the near future. They're just analyzing what it means for the environment and what the impact would be. But nonetheless, let's go on to what else is going on. I mentioned ransomware yesterday. Well, little report came out and it says that things are getting more and more profitable in the ransomware attack world. What you got to remember is that not all of these are actually publicized and disclosed. Personally, 5 years ago, I was inside of a very large law firm, and I see people running around left and right, and I'm like, what's going on? And sure enough, it was a ransomware attack, and they were asking for Bitcoin as payment. So yeah, okay, 81 million in crypto flow this year as far as ransomware attacks go. Is it more? Is it less? I mean, these things have been going on for quite a while. These are just the ones that are kind of becoming public and coming to light. India, what are you doing? Come on now. So a lot of people are reporting that banks are cracking down in India when it comes to crypto trading. They're closing down accounts. They're blocking people from accessing their money. This is, in my opinion, a very bad move when it comes to Just the Indian government, they've criticized crypto in the past. They've talked about how they're going to ban it, block it. They can't do that. They don't have any control over crypto. This is why crypto exists in the first place. It's decentralized. It's not like one person can say, we're not going to do this anymore. That's not how it works. It's people coming together, miners, buyers, sellers, that really create this ecosystem and allow people to be profitable, to be able to have these coins, to have these currencies that now exist, that came out of thin air, not necessarily thin air, but a lot of burned up graphics cards. It's just a bad move on their part. In my opinion, I believe that this is gonna cause for not only backlash, but it's gonna set them back in years. Set them back years in comparison to the rest of the world that's embracing, that's allowing their people to purchase, allowing their people to take advantage of this new market. A little bit of news in regards to what took place a couple of days ago in regards to the market crash with Bitcoin that went to, from 60,000 all the way to 46,000. Part of that is that people are speculating that it had to do with market options. Basically, people had market options out there that they were forced to pay up. And when that happens, they had to sell some of their Bitcoins. Some people are estimating as much as 2,900 Bitcoins were sold because of market options, which is just a lot of money, a lot of people losing money. If I don't ever say this again, let me say it now. Options are great if you have the money to back it up. Don't do option calls when you're using other people's money. It's just a way for you to get burned. The last thing you want to do is having to pay up and not having the funds to do so. So please be careful if you're going into the crypto world. It's a matter of knowing where you can leverage your own money. Leveraging other people's money is not recommended. I don't recommend it for the stock market, and I definitely don't recommend it when it comes to crypto, especially because it is extremely volatile. But talking about trading, talking about what's going on with trades, Coinbase was rated overweight by an initial report. It's interesting to hear that, just because I've tried to reach out to their support team and didn't get any reply back until I filed a complaint. That's the only time I actually heard back from them. So I don't know where they need to become a little bit more lean, but I doubt it's in the customer service department. They're growing. I mean, they're the fastest growing crypto leader right now. Honestly, they're just blowing up. But Coinbase is in a much easier position to be able to scale, and I expect great things from them. I'm just a little curious when it comes to this overweight report, and I want to see if this lasts and what is going to happen over the next few days. But well, that's going to do it for today. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you want to get more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, just because subscriptions don't mean as much as they used to anymore. I want to hear from you. Let me know if I cover the items that you're interested in. If there are things that you want to learn about that I didn't cover in this video, may it be stable coins, wallets, whatever it is, leave a comment down below and I'll make sure to cover those items on the next videos that are going to be coming up. Instructional series that I'm putting together for you all. I want to make sure that I'm giving you the content that's going to benefit you most. It's going to get you to your next level when it comes to the crypto world and cryptocurrencies. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys on the next one.